Good morning, guys. We've been doing fate of budget transplants and repair transplant series. New patient and such kind of repair we would like to show today. Today, patient basically had underwent transplant a year back, and he obtained a very poor growth or kind of a failure transplant. This is mainly reason because of the budget transplant, I would say, and patient also did not do good research where to get it done. So that's the fate of such transplant. Today we repaired. Kindly watch the video until end for watching the excellent results. How we handled this patient with the good results. After doing a little research after first transplant got failed, he approached us to show us the repair transplant, and he wanted to get it repaired. When he approached us during consultation, during examination, I would understand basically good amount of hairs has been harvested in the back, but the same amount of density or growth is not happened in the frontal area. It looks like someone planned more grafts, but it didn't turn out to be a very good outcome. That's the patient main complaint, and even I observed the same. There was no good outcome in this patient. So, since there was a good number of grafts are available, we planned for the repair transplant. And here to select this patient for repair is basically there are still enough grafts are available in the donor area. Though someone first transplant even spoiled some area near the nape of the neck, but somehow few grafts or valuable grafts are available. So that is the reason we planned for a repair transplant. So while planning, again we reconstructed the new hairline, and unfortunately we could not remove the frontal hairline because someone is already placed high. So we need to start the hairline from again that area. And we have to give a good density in the frontal hairline as well as the little mid scalp, even little temple area. So during harvestation or during the procedure, I always had in my mind why the first transplant was not that grateful, though grafts are very good. But somehow it happens every time when we do repair transplant, this feeling would get into my mind. But grafts are very good and intact. We did the transplant excellent, and we sent him that day with a bandage. Well, after 10 months, I called him for the review. Surprising to my knowledge, the density is really good, more than what I expected, and the hairline, I'm sure it is not 100% natural, but just because of the first transplant someone has done, and unfortunately, patient was not ready to remove those grafts also. So we need to restart from the same area. So that's the reason the hairline looks only 95% natural. That's the fate of the first transplant. What are the first transplant effect? So overall density wise, the blending of the hairline to the mid scalp and crown area improvement, even the donor area improvement happened because few multivitamin therapy and few PRPs were also given after the transplantation. The transplantation procedure itself went very well. So we could target best graft so that we can achieve a best density. While we are harvesting, not only the grafts number, it's a question of what kind of grafts you are going to harvest is also important, also a major role in getting the good density. Imagine when you are targeting blindly, I've seen most of the videos that they target blindly would not yield best follicles. Imagine we are targeting 1000 grafts, we always would try to get at least 2 or 3 follicles. In turn, you get more than 2000 to 3000 follicles out of 1000 grafts. And that's the motto of the transplantation results too. So these are all things as meticulous care has been taken, and then we achieved the fantastic outcome. The patient is so happy. And imagine if you would have come to me first time, the more density or more naturalness we can definitely achieve. So overall, the patient and ourselves is so happy with the outcome. density wise, if you see the side view, top view, even back view while combing test, it looks very natural and more density. And that's the beauty of the hair transplant done by a best team of surgeons. Well, what is the conclusion of this video is a kind of uh, budget transplant. Usually, I don't think good quality surgeons will be available in such clinics, or probably doctors may not be available. So point is, it's a kind of artistic hand, not only techniques, not only instruments, and definitely it's a artistic hand also play important role, and vision, kind of passion to the work. How are you going to plan? To each patient is different. So these are all things definitely make sure going to get a good results. So budget transplant probably the only motto is to give a lucrative package and attract for the surgery. Well, when you go to a surgeon with a passion, usually we say no for many surgeries because those guys may not get hair, and that's the importance of a good surgeon always. So this is the case of a fate of a budget transplant, and we repaired it very well. That means I can see the clear difference between the best surgeon hand, expertise hand, and kind of amateur or technician's hand, which can make a lot of difference in your outcome, your confidence, and everything. And still, important point is we still maintained his donor well, so that future also he can do the transplant, and that's the another important next level of thinking. So always kindly make your good research before getting it done your transplantation. Thank you so much.